Okay, so yeah, here's the correct website.
Yeah, that's ours.
All right. Okay. So basically, let me restart again. So basically, this is your website, and I am sure you're very familiar with the website. But
Mm-hmm.
how do you want to go to the back end or the back end setting
Yeah.
to edit or maintain the website? So to go to the back end setting, you go to this URL here, click it, and you
Mm.
can see that you can edit or amend the URL. So what you need to type in is /mlogin. So mlogin. So for this URL, it will be shared with you in the training guide by Bell later, or she
Okay.
will give you the URL login link. So it'll be easier for your end to log in and all. And then this credential or login site will appear,
Mm-hmm.
and then what you need to do is you key in your username and
Mm-hmm.
password. So for this
Mm.
one as well, Bell will prepare it for you later.
Got it.
All right, so this is the one that we're using for our end.
Sure.
Okay, so once you're logged in, this is the first thing that you will see, which
Yep.
is the dashboard. So dashboard is basically what we call backend, where you can see all of the settings and the featured and all. And
Mm-hmm.
for today, I'm going to divide the training into two sessions, which is one is um, front end, which is the display, the one that you see earlier, and
Mm-hmm.
second is back end, which basically this is this dashboard. So let's
Right.
start with the front end. So how
Yep.
do you go to the front end? Is you hover your mouse to this outer wall hub,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can see this drop down, visit
Mm-hmm.
site and visit store. So
Yep.
you just click on the visit site.
Okay.
And then you will see back to the website again. But
Mm.
it has difference with what you view all this while on the website. So to make sure that you're logged in is you can see this top bar, this black top bar above here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So once you see this, it means that you are logged in. You're not viewing it as a usual viewer or usual user, but you're
Right.
viewing it as an admin. All right.
Got it. Yep.
So yeah. So once you
But
got in here, so what we're going to discuss
sorry.
on, yes.
Oh no, just continue.
Oh, sure, sure, no
Yeah,
worries.
no worries.
So, to for this front end portion, what we're going to discuss is basically on the creative side, which is the design and also the content. So remember, for front end, it's basically more towards content and design. So
Right.
let's start with the design itself. So to
Mm-hmm.
start, you can go to customize.
Right.
So for customize, we're going to focus on two things, which is
Yeah.
the style and header. So for style, it's basically more towards the typography or font or the color of the website itself. So what you need to do, so first you go to style here, click, and you can see there's a few settings, but what you need to focus on is typography and colors. So let's start with colors first. So for colors, we have two main colors that you need to focus on, which is primary colors and secondary colors. So basically, primary colors is the main colors of your website, which is, as you can see here, it's yellow, and your secondary color is black, as you can see here. So how do you want to change? Maybe in the future later, you want to change it to something else. Maybe you change your color logo, and then obviously you want the website to match your color logo. So how do you want to achieve that? Is you click on the color here, I'll click on the select color and you will see this drop down. So from this drop down, you can drag and drop all of the color. For example, if maybe you want to change it to green color, and you can, once you change this one, click here, and you can see all of these have changed to green. All right, green. And then other than that, maybe you have a specific colors, but you do not know how to achieve, because here, maybe, for example, if you go darker here, it change, but you want a specific color. What you need to do is you copy the color code from Google. So as you can see here, this is the color code. So how do you want to find your color code? It's very easy. You click here, you search, for example, maybe you want maroon in the future. So you put maroon color code. And the first code here, copy it, and then paste it over here. And as you can see, it changed right away. So there are two ways. First, drag and drop, just like earlier. Second is by checking the color code on Google, copy and paste it over there. And the third ways is where maybe you have a specific color that you want to create, what do you call this, a sign, but you're not sure what color is it. You don't know what's the name of the color. So what we usually use is this one extension called Color Pick Eyedropper. As you can see here, as I point up here is an extension. So you can get this extension on Google Chrome. So you click, and once you click, it will give you this a different mouse, something like this. So any color that you point, they will give you the color code. For example, maybe you want to use this backend. Right now we changed to maroon, right? Maybe you want to go back to the yellow that you used to have. So what you need to do is just click over here, and you can see they already give you the color code. So what you need to do, copy, and then click escape, click colors, click here, and just paste it on here. And you can see it goes back to yellow again. All right. That is how you change the color for primary. Same goes to secondary. Basically, drag and drop, copy the color code, or use the eyedropper extension. Okay, now once you're done with everything, you want to save it. How do you want to save it? Okay, so you go up here, you can see the word publish. So once you publish it, it will be automatically generated to your live site. So you can publish it right away, but you have also other method. Maybe you want to just keep it as a draft first. So you keep it as a draft here. Click Save Draft. Once you save your draft, you can always copy the link here and send it to your colleague. And then once your colleague says, oh, this color is nice, this change is nice, then you can always apply the draft, the amended draft according to the colleague, your colleague have agreed. Or you can also one way, which is schedule. So schedule is basically you publish it, but not at the moment. So maybe you want to publish it on March tomorrow, 2nd at 10 a.m. So what you need to do is you set your date and you set your time, you click schedule, and then tomorrow morning, only tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, it will change according to the colors that you have changed. All right. Okay, so far okay for you guys for the colors? Okay. If okay for you, then I'm going to go next, which is the typography. So basically, typography is the font of your website. So right now you have now you have one type of font, as you can see. And for every font, there are two types, which is headlines and best. So headline is basically the title of the section, and best is the body text of the section. So remember, headline is this one, and the body text is the best. So how do you want to change this font? As you can see here, on the font on the left-hand side here, there's a font family. So you can just click on the font family and just choose any font that you want over here. For example, maybe you want this acronym, and you can see it is automatically changed on the right-hand side here. Give it a moment, it's changing. So yeah, you can see here, it's changing right away. It's changing only on the headline itself. All right, so for that portion, you can always play around with it. And again, after you're satisfied with your changes, you can either click publish, save draft, or schedule. All right, and then for variant, as you can see here, variant is actually not the size of the font, it's actually the thickness of the font. So for example, like this one is regular, it means that it's the default thickness, but maybe you want it to be thicker. So what you need to do is you click on the 700 here, and you can see in a moment that it will change to a thicker font. Oh, it's not changing too much. Okay, on here, on this side. As you can see here, it's changing, it got thicker. So that is how you play along with the font. So maybe in the future, you want to change your font, you can just play along with it, and it will be reflected on right here. But remember, any amendment that you do without publishing, it will not affect it on the left side. It's only affected after you put on the left side. All right. Okay, any question for typography so far? All right, if no, now I'm going to move on to the next one, which is header. So header is basically the top portion of the website. So how do you want to go to the header setting? Is click on this header, and you can see this white settings on the left-hand side, and another one is below here, header builder. So here, this portion up here is what we call header. So to edit or to amend the portion here is very easy. So first, maybe in the future you guys have a new what do you call this? A new logo, and you want to change it. So what you need to do, you just click on the logo here, and it will give you to this setting. You guys can always change the site title or the tagline itself, and then you can also change it to a middle, something like this, logo position. And you can also change the logo image. So how do you change the logo image? Is you go to the logo image here and click select image. So once you click select image, it will bring you straight to this media upload setting. So there are two ways for you to upload media. It's either by uploading it from your local drive or your laptop or your PC. So you can either you can either drag and drop the file into the media upload, or you can always select here. So once you click select here, it will bring you to the usual media upload files. Or you can also use media library. It means that you can use any images that you have uploaded previously or any existing media. So let's use one image as a sample. For example, we're going to use this. As you can see, it will change right away over here. All right. So after you've done all of the amendment, again, remember, you can either publish or save draft or schedule. Basically, for this portion, it has the similar way for you to publish it. All right. Other than that, there are a few other, what do you call this? Elements on this header. And as you can see here, you have your main menu, which is the contact us, call, my account, and all. And then we have also HTML3. So for HTML3 is basically this icon, this basket icon. So for this basket icon, I advise you not to touch it because it's actually coded. And then other than that, we also have card and also HTML, which is toggle menu. So for this toggle menu also, I advise for you not to touch it because it's actually coded. And for this portion, I'm I'm not really well known because I'm not a website builder. But if you need any assistance or any questions, you can always ask Bell back, and then Bell can convey it to the web team, and then they will help you to if you want to add any new pages on this portion and all. All right. Okay. Other than that, maybe you want to add something new or something, a button to your website, but you see here, maybe you want something like a call us button, for example, but you do not see any call us button. So what you can do is you can see here on the not in use portion here, there are a few elements or features that you can use. So for example, you can use the button one. You can click and drop here, and you can see there's a button here right away. All right, maybe you want to put it as inquire now. And you can see it changed right away. And then maybe the next thing is for buttons, you have to remember for buttons, you have to link it to the correct page because there's no use for the button if they do not have any link. So you just copy the link. For example, we're going to use this. Just copy the link and then paste it. And then it will, once the user click on this inquire now, it will bring straight to the designated link itself, right? And then we have target. For target itself, we got same window and new window. So for same window means that once your user click on inquire now, this same window will bring it to the page. But if you go to new window, means that it will direct them to a new tab instead of staying on this window. All right. And then we have colors. Okay, this is bringing back to the colors earlier. As you can see here, we have primary and secondary. So if you use secondary, it will go to the secondary color, which is the black one. Or you also have plan. So for this plan is basically the default setting colors. And we also have success. So for this success is basically usually for if the link is successfully going to directed, but for my advice is you just use plain, primary or secondary. All right. And then other than that, you can also change the size, like going to S if you want it smaller, or if you want it to be bigger, you can always use XL. You can see it's very big right now. All right. So other than that, you can also play along. The depth hover is basically the depth is making it how it looks like when it's giving a few motion, just a little bit motion on the button itself. Okay, once you're done with all the amendment for this, remember again, you can either publish or save draft or schedule. So other than that, if you feel like it's not nice, like I don't want it anymore. So what you need to do is click on the button here and put it back into this not in use portion. Click it and you can see it will be removed right away. Okay. So this is how you do on the header itself. Any question on the header? No, huh? All right, if that's the case. So for main menu here, as you can see main menu, you have contact us, call, and then you also have, you got two actually for main menu here. So maybe you want to add a few more for this portion. So how do you want to achieve that? Is you're going to go to the dashboard. So before I go to dashboard, any question on design itself? No, huh? Okay. So I got one more trick for you. So if you want to, you do all the amendment, but you don't feel like, I don't want to do the amendment anymore. So what you need to do, you just click on the X here, and then this portion will go out, right? So you just click OK. And then everything will go back straight to default. All the logo, all the colors that you amended earlier, it will not be changed at all. All right. Okay. So let's go to the dashboard itself. So to go back to dashboard is you hover your mouse here and you can see the word dashboard. So you just click and then it will directly bring you back to the dashboard. And to go to the menu setting is going to the appearance here and go to menu. All right. So if I'm going too fast, you can tell me because I tend to talk faster once I'm explaining. All right. So as you can see here again, let's go to the side here. For the main menu here, you only have two, which is contact us and call. So for the call here, you can see you have West Outlet, Central Outlet, and so on. So how do you want to add? Maybe in the future, you want to add a new location or a new anything down here. So how do you want to do that? It's very easy. So for this portion, you can see this add menu items. Go to the custom link. And you can see you have two information that you need, which is URL and link text. So for the URL, once you have your page for the new locations completed, you copy the link. For example, I'm going to use hashtag. And then you're going to need to name the page itself. So I'm going to name it as test location. All right. And you click on the add menu. So once you click to the add menu, it automatically goes to the end one. And once you want to review it, maybe you want to see how it looks like on the main menu, click on the save menu, go to the side here and click refresh. So once you click on the save menu, it will be automatically added to the left side, which is like this. But you want it to be under here, right? So how do you want to achieve that? It's very easy. Again, so you go here and you bring it inside a bit, as you can see, and it will become automatically sub-item. Click on the save menu. After you click on the save menu here, you click refresh. And you can see that the test location has been moved, but how do you want to check if it's moved or not? You hover your mouse here and you can see it's actually been removed as the last one here. So maybe you want it to put it above here. Again, it's the same method. Drag it and just move it down here. Click save menu. And then refresh. Okay, so as you can see here, give me a moment. All right, it's already been removed. It has been repositioned to between central outlet and north outlet. So this is how you create a sub item. Again, maybe you don't want it to be here. You want it to be on the top here, maybe next to contact us. Same way again, drag it, and you bring it like this. Save menu again, and refresh. As you can see, it's goes here again. All right. So maybe you're like, I don't want it anymore there. So how do you remove it? You can click this portion, go to remove. Remove. It will be removed right away. Remember, save menu. After you save menu, go back here and refresh. And as you can see, it has been removed right away. So that is how you add your main menu and all lah. And any question on the header itself?
Yes, actually because for our call menu, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I click on it, the link is actually to make a phone call. So
Mm.
how do I actually make this link? Because it's not
Okay.
linked to a website
All right.
page.
Give me a moment. Yeah. Let me
Sure.
check on the dashboard here. All right. Okay. As you can see here, the difference between the pages that I teach you earlier is you need to copy the pages link, right?
Yeah.
So for your website here, so for your call item here, you can see that there's a command here which is tell
Uh,
semicolon and your number. So what you need to do is, for example, okay, I'm just gonna start over again. All right.
mm-mm.
Okay. So for this one, so what you need to do is you type TEL semicolon
Okay.
and
Okay.
maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
Then you put the name and then you do the same thing over there after that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All right,
Got
okay.
it. Got
So
it.
the difference is when if you want to add pages, you
Mm,
copy the URL. But if you
mm.
want to have a command like this, you just
Yep.
put in the command number.
Okay.
All right, okay, all
Yep.
right. Any other questions for the
Nope.
header and design?
Nope.
No, huh?
That's
All
all.
right.
Yep.
Okay, then I will continue to the footer
Sure.
itself.
Okay.
So footer is, like I mentioned earlier, header is the top part of the website, and footer is basically the bottom part of the website. So this is, as you can see, this yellow portion is the footer. So how do you want to edit your footer? Is you you hover your mouse here, and you can see edit block footer. Once you see this, there are two options, which is UX Builder and WP Editor. What you need to choose is UX Builder because UX Builder is your website builder. So click on the website builder. And you can see that there's this black color settings on your left hand side. And there are a few sections here. So for footer itself it has a few contents that you need to see for your portion. So what we have here is we have text, and then we have icon box, and we have your social media icon here, and also we have the what do you call this, the Google Map. All right, so I'm going to teach you these four elements. So first I'm going to have text. So how do you want to edit text is you just click on the text that you want to amend, and maybe you don't want to use the getting here in the future. You want to choose maybe we are here, for example. Right? So you just click here and type in over here. You have two ways. Either you type here or you click on the open text editor and edit it from this portion. All right, okay. So for this setting, it's quite different from the one that I teach you earlier on the customization. For customization, you have to click publish, save draft, and all right. But for your portion, you need to do two things. After you amend the content, you need to press on apply, and then after that, you need to press on update. Only then it will be amended on your site, live site. So, or if you do not feel like you want to do this, what you need to do is you click on undo, and it goes back to the default lah. Yeah, it's here. All right. So that is how you edit the text. Click here. So you can either edit from this portion, which is this setting, this is basically for command or any coding, but it can also be edited if it's short like this. But unless it got longer code, I advise you to go to open text editor lah, because if it's got a lot of coding here, I don't want later if you edit, it will disturb the coding itself. All right. So remember, you go here, go open text editor, you can edit here. You can also add links, which I'm going to teach you later. So for this portion itself, same as well, you just click on the text here and you can see the words here. Click open here and you can see the word here. So you can put location 1, for example, click OK. And if you're satisfied with the amendment, click apply, click update. Remember, click apply, click update. Only then it will be amended to the live site. All right. And then for this portion, click again, same way as well. The text is very easy to amend. Just click on the section or the box of the text that you want to edit, and it will be bringing you straight to the settings. All right, next we have the icon. So maybe you don't like this icon in the future. You want something else. What you need to do, click on the icon here. It will bring you straight over here. So since the icon here is black, so it's not really visible on your eyes from that time being, but you can always change the icon through change media. And then if you have the icon ready from your local disk, you can always upload, or you can also use from any media here. For example, let's look for something different. Maybe we're gonna use this one, use this image. As you can see, it has been changed over here. Again, remember, apply and click update. Other than that, you can also go to this portion. So for this text, it got what do you call this? It has their own command, and their command is actually really similar to the one on the call page on the header. As you can see here, it's a hyperlink. So how do you want to get your text hyperlink? Is, for example, we're gonna use this portion 6 5 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So for this portion, sorry, it's just as simple as you can see here. If you put like this, right, it's just a simple words. They do not have any hyperlink. So how do you want to hyperlink it? You highlight it, click on here, insert edit link, and you can see it's empty, but do not have any URL. Then again, it will have the same command like the page earlier. Click on tell 0 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, when you do this, click apply. Then once you release these amendments to the live site, what your user is going to click is basically clicking it, and it will directly call to this number. All right. So that is how you do it. So maybe in the future later you want to amend. You just want to amend. You don't want to change this what do you call this, the whole thing. Just type in the number, for example, like this, and then copy it. Copy the number behind here, and then just replace it over here like this. Right, just click apply, and then it will be automatically updated on the site itself. But always remember, click apply, click update. So that is how you deal with the command itself. And then next we have this portion, which is the Google Map. So this one is a bit tricky. So once you click it, once you click here, give me a moment. Okay, once you click on the text here, as you can see, like I mentioned earlier, there's a long list of coding, right? It will be very, very, what do you call this? Confused. But you want to change your location. You really want to change your location. So how do you want to achieve this? Is by Googling your map or your location. So for example, go to Google Map. Let's go to Google Map first here. And then Autoworld up Singapore. Give me a moment. Okay, for example, this is your new location, and you want to replace this one. So how do you want to achieve this? As you can see here, there are links over here actually. The one that I'm highlighting. It's until here. Okay. The one I'm highlighting is the one that you need to replace, because if you go over here, open text is actually empty. It's actually like this. So you cannot edit it from here. What you need to do is you have to replace this link in order for you to achieve the new map. So how do you want to get it? Like I teach earlier, go to the map and go to the link of the map that you want to go. And then for example, we're going to choose this one. So how to get the link is go to share and go to embed a map. And you can see they have different size. So you need to check over here. What is the size here? It's 600 and 200. So what you need to do is you go medium, go custom size. So follow again here. Width is 600, height is 200, as you can see. Let me highlight it for you so you can see. All right, okay. So width 600, height 200. So what you need to do is width is 600 times width 200. Then you can preview it first. Preview it. Once you preview it, this is how it looks like on your website itself. So copy HTML, go here, and you can see here and replace it. So once you replace it, it should be looking, oh, sorry, give me a moment. Give me a moment, yeah, because this portion is quite tricky. Oh, give me a moment. 200. It's supposed to change, so I'm not sure. Maybe this one is actually coded from our end. I'll get check with for you this one, and then I come back to you. I mean, I get Bell come back to you and then check it. But basically, this is how you change. Just that I think there's a few, because the size here is actually different than the size that that supposed to be entered here. It's quite difficult actually.
No worries on this because I don't think I will change this.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure, no worries. But
yeah,
I'll check for you, and then I'll get Bell to come back to you. All right?
can no problem.
Okay, no problem. All right. I think you get the gist lah, how
Yep,
to amend the coding
I
and
do,
all.
I do, I do.
Okay. All right. So okay, let's continue. So for this
Mhm.
portion, as you can see here, there's a few, what do you call this? A few icon here. So what you need to do here is, let's see. Give me a moment. Oh, this one is actually coded, so I cannot teach you this one. This portion is actually coded. There's a lot of coding on your website, so it's out of my jurisdiction. So don't worry. What you need to do is, again, if you want to add any social media in the future, you can always come back to Bell, and Bell will assist you how to help you and add the what do you call this, social media. So far, any questions for this footer?
Yeah, okay. For example, you
Mm-hmm.
look at the telephone, the call icons, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you see, for the call for west, central, north, and east, they are not aligned. They are up and down. How do I align it
Mm.
to
Okay, so there's actually a few, what do you call this? A few solution. You can either give me a
the
moment.
the address can stay. It's just the call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
Just you
not
want
on
to
the
make
same.
it align like this, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. Align to
okay,
the.
so for example, you want to add, for use central as example. So
Yeah.
you can see this plus button.
Uh-huh.
Got see here?
Yeah.
Click it over here, then you will see this add content. So usually what we usually use to give some gap
Yeah.
to this one, what we need to
Uh-huh.
do is usually we just look for the word gap. Right?
I
Okay,
see.
gap. Once you add it in, you can see it's actually here, but it's not still aligned, right? But you can
Oh.
always change here. For example, you want to use maybe
Ah.
40 size. It's still not over there, so maybe we
Yeah.
use 10. Okay, it's not over there yet. 20. Okay, for example, 20 or
Yeah.
almost the same, right?
Yeah.
So you can always use this, and then you can see it's got different lah. So all of this thing you can always add gap lah, like this.
But the
Let's see.
bottom, the map is being pushed down
Because it also has
because
their own gap.
it's a gap there as
Then what you need to
well.
do is you
Ooh.
click here, you click delete.
Right,
Then
right, 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 right.
okay, and then
Wow.
maybe you can just play along with the size. Maybe you can play with 25 or 30. Let's see. All right, 30
Yeah.
seems right. All
It
right.
seems right. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can use this. You can always replace this. You see, you got
I see.
uh-huh.
I see.
Uh-huh.
I got it. Okay, not
All
so
right.
easy. Anyway,
Sure.
we
Sure.
can just leave
It's
it there.
Yes, actually, it's very easy to amend as long as you know where to go or what
Yep.
to add in.
Yep.
All right.
Can? Can?
Any other questions for
Nope.
footer?
I think that's fine.
Okay. All right. If that's fine, then what I need to do is I need to go back to all the default settings because I've
Yes.
been amending a lot.
You can't
So
just
again,
discard. I mean, if you just
can actually can just want to show you lah how you can
okay,
go.
or
You
you
can
can
go
just
here.
press. You
Yes,
can just
here
press the X.
can press
Okay.
X and then go here.
Okay. Okay.
All right, and then it will go back to outside like this again.
Okay.
All right, so we are finished for the footer side. So we're gonna
Hmm.
go straight to the content.
Yep.
So for content, there are three elements. we have text, button, and image. I think if you go to any website in this whole world, we have these three important, what do you call this element? We
Okay.
have image,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep.
button,
Mm-hmm.
and text.
Right.
Remember that even in your footer or in your header, we have
Mm.
these three element as well. I think you get the gist how to edit
Yep.
it. So, but I'm going to explain to you because the content itself, it's actually very unique. It's different from other website.
Mm.
So maybe in the future you will wonder how to edit and all. So how do you want to edit for this home page? Is just hover your mouse to edit page, and you can see here edit with UX Builder.
Right.
Click it, and it will bring you straight. Give me a moment. I drink my water for a while, yeah,
Sure,
sir.
sure. Yes, yes, please. Yes, please.
All right. So we have entering the content setting. So for this content setting is actually for your website is actually quite tricky again because there's a lot of coding, but there's always a few other elements that you can amend, that you can add, or you can remove. All right. So for example, we have this portion icon, and maybe you want to you don't want to have, maybe you have added 6 more outlets. So what you need to do, you can always edit it. Click on the text that you want, and again text here. You can always edit from here. Maybe you want to put 6. Click OK. Change. Same way. And same also with the icon box. Maybe you want to change it. You can get your designer in the future, edit you some of this icon, and then just click change media. You can either upload it or you can always use any existing media on your website itself. All right. And maybe you want to add, what do you call this? You want to add something different. You can always go text here and look for any elements that you want to add. For example, just now, maybe you see like not enough gap. So you want to add gap, you can always add gap. Or if you want to add a few more text, maybe below here, below these 6 outlet nations here, you want to add a few text, maybe short descriptions of where to go or button or whatever it is. For buttons, you can always put button. Okay, button. You can see it's already added there. All right. So maybe you want to add here. Oh, it's already coded full. No worries. Maybe you want to add coded a button here. What you need to do, just click over on it, amend the title of the button, and then important thing next is the link where the button is directed to. Always copy the link and then paste it over here. And then you want it to be open in the same window or open it in a new tab window. And then after you're done with everything, maybe you want to change the color. Also, you can go to this color layout. Go to color here. Maybe you want to use the secondary one, which is the black color. And you can also use check which is the style outlet here. A line becomes like just a simple black and white. You can also use bevel. Play along with this, and then I think in the future, once you want to add something, you want to play along with it, play around with the buttons at all, you will understand how it looks like. But important thing is change the title here and also link the button because the button we do not have any functions if do not have any links. All right. But if you want to remove it, you can always go to this small button, gear button, click, and you can see the word remove, delete, click delete, and it will be right away, what do you call this, amended lah. Right, this is how you edit for this portion. And for this portion itself, this is banner. So how do you want to remove the image behind here? Is you just click it far away and you can see the word banner here. Once you see the word banner here, means that you are in the banner setting. But once you move over here, it's actually on the text setting. Once you move over here, you can see it's button setting. So while you're editing or amending the website, you need to see clearly where are you or on which layer are you, because it's quite tricky. Other than that, you can always use this layer setting, but it's very, very complicated, honestly speaking to you, because sometimes the layer itself got, for example, if like this, right, you wouldn't know if there's any layer or not. But once you click it, then you see layer, and then you click it again, got layer again. All right. It's very, very got layer by layer, like, because that's how we build our website. So how do you want to change the banner here? Just click on the banner here, and you can see the banner setting is already up on the left hand side. And then we have this height. So for this height, you can always adjust it. For example, if you want 690 for this portion, or if you want 1 to 1, something like this, or if you want 1 to 2, something like this. All right. That is how you change the height. Or you can also use the numbers, which is something like this. You have 350 pixel. Maybe you want to change it to 500 pixel. Change. Or you can also change it to 600 pixel. Or you can also use full, means that the full image of the website itself. This is full, 100%. All right. That is how you change the height of the banner. Next, we have the background. So to change the image is basically changing the background of the banner. Click on the change media. I think you're very familiar with this already. I already teach how many times already, right? So again, you have two ways: upload files or media library. So basically, whatever I have teach you earlier and now is related, is connecting, because what you need to know now is how to go on layers by layers or section by section. That's the most important thing. Uploading media, editing text, editing button is basically the same way how you do with footer and header itself. All right. Or in the future, you got 4, right? Maybe you want to add 2 more below here. What you can do is you go here and you can see this banner is blue already, right? Earlier it was gray. Click here, you can see blue already. So what you need to do is, I suggest to you, if you want to add a few more element over here, you can always maintain it by duplicating the settings. So how you duplicate the settings for this banner is you click on the small gear button and you can see the word duplicate here. Click on duplicate, it will be automatically move down here. So you just need to move it down. Give me a moment. Before that, click here, click row, click 2. Disinfection. Oh, sorry. No. Give me a moment. Oh, just duplicate here, and then it will be, wait. Again here, give me a moment, duplicate. All right, here, as you can see. So how do you want to change the image? Again, click on banner here, change the image here. Again, for example, let's use something else. This one. And you can see it's already changed. So right now, maybe you don't want it to be too up. You want it like slightly below. So what you can do is you can go to the image here and drag it, and you can see the picture is moving. All right. And then you can always amend the text here. Testing 1. And then you can always go here. So testing 1, you can change it. Testing description. Okay, you can see here. And then go to the button here. Check. Maybe you don't want to use the word discover more. Maybe you want to put inquire now. And then you want to change the color to secondary or primary. And then for this portion, padding and all, I advise you not to touch it, because this is basically how to portion, how to design it, assign it in the center there. Unless if you want to play along, can lah. Something like this, that will look different. You can always play along. There's no harm for you to play along or play around with the settings. And then other than that, the link itself, because once you duplicate the whole banner, it will also duplicate the link. So make sure to change the link as well. After you're done with everything, click apply, click update, and it will be reflected right away on your site. All right. So to remove it, again, click on the banner here, click delete. And then other than that, you also have video here, video here. So for this video portion for you, it's actually not embed video. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. So maybe in the future you want to change your video link. Is very easy. Again, first, if you want to change the banner, you just click the banner here, and you want to change the video, click on this video button here, click it, and you can see, this portion will come out. So what you need to do here is replace it with a new video, what do you call this, video link. But since the video link is not YouTube link, so it's quite difficult for you to copy. So what you need to do, give me a moment, yeah. All right. So what you need to do is you go back to here. So you need to upload it first on the media. So how do you want to upload the media? Because over here you only have video link and size, right? So go back to dashboard and then go to media. All right, you will see all the list of the media, basically just like just now. So how do you want to add a new media? Is click add new, click select file or drop it, and then you just click any video that you want. For example, we're going to use this video. For example, this is the video. So over here, you can say it requires link, right? So what you need to do is you just copy over here, got file URL, copy here, copy the link here, and then paste it over here. And then once you click apply and you click the update button, the video link here will be changed to the new video that you have assigned earlier. All right. Again, if you want to change for this text, click on the text, open text editor, edit it from here. Same goes to this image. If you have a new image that you want to add in, always click on the image here and then change media and then again upload it again. It's basically the same way lah, the same way how you do. And then other than that, for this portion, you have Instagram gallery. It's actually coded. So I believe for your Instagram integration, anything that you upload on your Instagram, it will be directly updated here as well. So for this portion, I do not touch because it's actually integrations and it's actually require additional coding lah. All right. Any question for content?
Okay, for the media portion, right? Currently it's only two. How do I add? Let's have a third one. I'll add to the right.
Add to the right. Media for
Uh,
which one? This one?
yeah, this one, yes. So currently it's only two. Let's say I have a
Okay.
third video. I want to add an arrow to the right to scroll to the
Okay.
right. How do I
Sure,
do that?
sure. So for example, like this, right? If you can see here, you have two portions. So it's
Yeah.
basically eating. You got two. How am I supposed? Okay, so for every website, we have 12 grid, right?
Uh-huh.
So because if you see here, the width here, you
Right.
got 12 grid. So
Okay.
each of one of these is eating half of it, which is 6.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so to add it a new one, you need to change this one to because 12 divided by 3 is 4. So
Okay.
what you do is you click here 4, and then you click this one
Ah,
4. It will become like this.
I
What you need to do
see.
is you click another one,
I see.
and then you add a new portion. You see, it's automatically become 4.
Can I
Right?
just
Okay.
do a duplicate? Is it easier?
Yes, can, but you have to create a new element first in order for you to
Oh,
create. So what you need to do, duplicate, and then you move it over here like this. Because when you duplicate, right, it move here,
uh-huh.
right? So what you need to do is you drag it. You can
Okay.
see the word banner floating.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Put it under element here. You can see, right?
Yep.
And it become like this.
Sorry, your elements, where do you get it again?
All right. So let me repeat it again. So for like this, right? What
Yep.
you need to do is you can see this blue button
Yeah.
plus.
Okay.
Click
Yep.
here, and it will
Ah,
automatically edit. All right.
okay.
Okay. Remember,
Okay.
after you
Yep.
add this, duplicate,
Yep.
and then drag it over here. Then you
Okay.
can do the same settings.
Sure.
All
Okay.
right. And then
Okay.
same goes if you want to add, maybe you want to add 4, for example. So if you want to add 4, then you have to adjust it again to become 3,
Three.
3 like that. If you
Got
want to
it.
adjust more like that lah. All right.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Any other questions for the content?
No. I think
All right.
that should be it.
Okay, sure. If there's no content, I think I will continue to the next one, which is basically covers the back end because we are done with the content and any display. So any
Mm,
other questions for the display or content itself, you can always come back to
no.
Bell again. All right.
Can
Okay.
okay.
Sure. Let's go to the yes. Uh, Sure, sure. Let me get Bell on this. Jason, maybe
Yep.
you can end the call first. Later, can you? I'm not sure because I do not have any contact numbers for you.
Just ask Belle to put the link in our group chat. She
Yes,
have the
sure,
link.
sure. Then, all right, okay, all right. Then I will contact Val right away, and then give us a few minutes to set up a
Sure.
new room, right?
Okay, we take a break
All
first then.
right. Sure, sure. No worries. We take just a
Okay.
breakfast. All
All
right.
right.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
Are you recording? Okay. Give me a moment. All right. Okay. Once we're ready. Okay. Right. Sorry for the technical difficulty for a while just
No,
now.
no problem. No problem. No problem.
Yeah. Besides, we can have your break for a while just now.
Yeah.
Okay. So that just like I mentioned earlier, basically the first session just now we already did with the display and design itself. So yes.
Vic, I need to mute Vic.
What?
You need to
Oh,
mute.
oh yeah.
Mute. Yep.
Sure. No worries. Okay.
Fee, I
Done.
got
All
a
right.
question, Fee.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, like when I first, you see, when you go, let's say you go to dashboard,
Mm-hmm.
then but once I first logged in, you see your
Mm-hmm.
coupon management has arrived. What we heard you install Max
Mm-hmm.
Mega menu updates. Do I need to click on this or I just close everything?
Basically you can just click dismiss, but in my understanding, maybe in the future you're gonna need this few. Actually, this is basically like tips lah, like a tips from the WooCommerce itself or the WordPress itself. You can always dismiss it, or if you want to learn more or whatever, you can always go read as well. So this is just something that they put up on the dashboard.
Oh,
It's,
it's like an advertisement.
yes, yes, something like that.
So there are some that ask about. There's one that mentioned about updating WooCommerce database. Do I need to update it, or I
Let
don't
me
touch anything?
read. Don't touch anything lah. It's better
Better
not to.
lah. Yeah.
Better not to
Okay.
touch anything. Basically, um because every month they will have some updates on their WooCommerce. But
Okay.
as long as your shop page is still running and all, then it's not a concern lah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because
Then
mhm,
okay, can. But another issue is another thing I want to
mhm,
ask. On the left side, you have your dashboard, you have your activity log, flat sum post.
mhm,
There's a lot.
mhm, mhm.
So maybe you can
What?
advise me which are the ones that I need to
Mhm.
take note, which are the ones that I don't need to bother.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
it's
So
too
yeah,
much.
I understand it could be very overwhelming to see everything, but
Yep.
just like you mentioned just now, so
Mm.
for this session, I can say this is the second session, like just now first
Yeah,
session I teach you already, right? So
correct.
for this dashboard session, you just need to focus on a few of the settings only,
Okay.
just a few. So what you need to see first is the WooCommerce,
Mm.
products,
Yeah, okay.
analytic,
Right.
and also user.
Okay.
Just these four, and maybe sometimes appearance, which is require the themes.
Which earlier on what we did.
Earlier the one this basically once only you need to amend a few things, then only then you will need to use it lah. And then
Mm.
one thing which is the activity log. So for this activity log is basically you can see who's signing in, who's signing out, who's editing whatever
Ah,
it is. So it
okay.
do not require any action just for your view, or you can always also download this one to an Excel sheet, and maybe you can say, oh, this is the person that who log in and do all the amendments. So yeah, this is basically the settings that you need to focus on lah.
Is there a way that I can rearrange all this?
All
Like,
of
yeah,
this.
like appearance, I'm gonna put at the top.
Oh
Yeah,
no, because this is
it's fixed.
default. This is fixed.
Right,
We
right,
cannot.
right, right, right.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
actually. Yeah.
Nah, it's fine. I mean,
Mm,
if you can't rearrange, it's fine.
yeah, sure, sure. I've been asking the same question because
Yeah,
I also, if I'm a business owner, I just want to put the most important
yeah,
one,
exactly.
put it up top, right? Understand? But I
Yeah,
think if
exactly.
the WooCommerce come in that with that feature in the future, maybe that would be very, very helpful.
No problem. Okay,
All
you
right.
can go ahead.
Sure, sure. So just like I mentioned earlier, there are a few settings that we're going to look on today, which is basically important for you lah. And the rest of the settings you can always go to um, play around in the future. Maybe you're curious. Oh, I want to see what's pages or media itself. You can always go. But for today, I'm going to teach you on a few, which is WooCommerce, product,
Sure.
and also users.
Can.
Okay, let's start with WooCommerce. So WooCommerce is basically a platform for a getaway, for payment getaway, or any settings
Right,
for your website itself.
right.
Give it a moment.
Mm.
And then you can always go for WooCommerce. I know there's under the WooCommerce there's a lot of features as well.
Okay.
So first you need to go to the settings.
Settings. Okay.
Yes, settings, and you can see here. So for this one, is basically the settings for your shop page. So you can set the payment getaway, the emails, the anything shippings and all. All right.
Hmm.
So first we're gonna go with the general. So maybe in the future later you're gonna move your site to other places or other locations. You can
Yep.
always amend the address here. This is just for the information for your user to know where is your new located shop.
Okay.
And then other than that, we also have selling locations. For selling locations is basically you can either sell it to the whole world or you can only sell it to a specific country like Singapore. Like for this
Right.
one. Okay. So you just for your at the moment here, you're gonna need specific countries, or maybe you want to sell to Singapore and Malaysia.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
how do you want to open it to Malaysia is you click here and click type Malaysia
Okay.
and click on Malaysia and automatically it will be added lah. Same
Okay.
goes with the shipping location here. But since your site you do not require the shipping and all, so
Yeah.
it will be put here disable. So, but if in the future you are open to shipping, you can always click here and click any of the settings above here lah. So you can also ship to all countries you sell to, meaning that if you click on this and you're selling it to Malaysia and Singapore, meaning that you also can only ship to Malaysia and Singapore. All right.
Oh.
Uh-huh. So this
Wow.
is
Okay.
this is uh additional knowledge for you lah.
Hmm.
All right. In the future, maybe you will want to change your mind to add the new things lah. All right. Same goes with this text. You want to enable it or not on your website. And then other
Uh,
than that, you can also have currency. So right now you are on SGD. So maybe also you want to expand to US in the future and you want to have focus on USD only. So you can just put United and you can see here USD and
right.
all of your prices in your store will be automatically not converted, but the currency will change to USD right away.
Ah, okay. So it doesn't do the conversion. So
No,
the
no, no.
price set will be in USD.
Yes, and you
Just
have
just
to
different currency.
yes, then you have to amend the price set on the product list, which is I'm going to teach you later.
Okay. So let's say at the top, sell to specific countries.
Mm-hmm.
If I so now just because I'm looking at it
Mm-hmm.
as you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So for now, so selling locations, I let's say I put to sell to specific. I put let's just elevate Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
Someone from Malaysia wants to buy, they can't buy.
Yes, they can go check out, but once they put Malaysia, they cannot proceed to payment.
So it's tracked by their shipping address or by
Yes,
geolocation? Oh, shipping
but
address. Okay.
yes, because in the form itself, they will
Mm,
have code and then you can put country down there. So once it hit Malaysia or any other country which is
other than
not
Singapore.
Singapore, other than
Mm.
Singapore, then it will not proceed to checking out to because it cannot ship out, meh? So you cannot check out with the payment and all.
Okay, because currently for us, our businesses, everything is we don't do shipping at all, even in
Mm-hmm.
Singapore. So it's
Mm-hmm.
all self pickup.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So do is there any way that I can put it down here? Nothing. I just put Singapore will do.
Because basically right now, right, they are
Yeah.
disabling it, right? This means that you do not have any shipping calculation and all because people are working.
Mm.
You have
Yeah.
local pickups and all, so there's no need
Yeah.
for any pickup. But if you put here,
Okay.
then should be here. Thing or because they disable the shipping for you. No worries for the shipping itself. Once you only when you enable it, then it will be calculated. Then you have to key in the prices of the shipping that you, for example, from Malaysia to Singapore. Sorry,
Yeah.
from Singapore to Malaysia is require $30. Then you have to set it $30 over there. But when
So
since you have, yes,
so if for example my selling location, if I were to because I how do I put it? If I have a customer is from for example he's from Hong Kong, all
mm-hmm,
right. His address is in Hong Kong. He key in everything Hong Kong, but he happened to be in Singapore to pick up the item.
mm-hmm,
How? Because he don't have a
mm-hmm,
local address. So can I
mm-hmm.
say the selling location I can put sell to all countries, but then shipping location is disable shipping and shipping calculations, and then I put somewhere that is only self pickup.
because if you enable the shipping location for all country, right? It
Mm-hmm.
basically it will calculate everything. So for my because okay, this is very specific specific issue.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand. I
yeah,
understand what you mean. For example, I'm from Malaysia right now, but I want to
yeah.
buy. I only pick it up when I'm in Singapore.
Correct.
So how am I supposed to purchase that?
Mm,
Oh, because if you enable the location, shipping location, it's mean that
mm.
enabling everything means that you have to calculate all of the shipping. It's not opening it up like that.
Okay. If I,
Uh,
for example, selling location, I'll just put to sell to all, but shipping
mhm.
locations, I will just leave it as disable shipping.
Shipping, selling to location.
Yeah, I'll just
I
put to
think I
all.
think that could be because honestly for this rule, we call it rule.
Mm-hmm.
Rule for this one is quite it's actually for this one is default. But if you want to have that, then it would be another rule, which is an additional rule
Mm.
coding to set it like that.
Oh,
I'm not sure
okay.
how if you understand what I mean
Yeah, because I
because
do
what
not
we have
want
right.
to, I do not want to limit tourists from buying our products. Yeah, while they're in Singapore. I
Maybe
mean,
in
yeah,
what I can say to you is that maybe they can for example they contacted you and they
yeah.
want to have what do you call this, they want to purchase this item one but they're in Hong Kong and
Then we
for
just do a
example
special case for
yes
them, lah.
special case lah.
Okay.
Maybe what you can do
Mm.
this is my maybe this is just my outside of scope
Right,
suggestion.
right, right.
So if, for example, you have a PO box in Singapore, right? You can give
Uh,
to them. Maybe you can charge a bit lah, maybe like $2, for example,
yeah.
if you want to use that one, and then use that one. Make sure they pay to you. Only when they
Okay.
pay to you, then they can pick up and stuff. You can do
Okay.
things offline lah. You can always do, but you can always get them to order it online, but they use your PO box address.
Oh yeah, it's just basically a local address, lah.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Just use any local. This is my suggestion lah.
Can do, can do. Then
Mm-hmm,
another
mm-hmm.
question is the shipping location and not shipping location, the default customer location. What is that?
Shipping,
Yeah, this is the one. It's
country, region, locate. Oh, meaning because your location right now is in Singapore, so only Singapore people can buy from you. Location. Sorry. Your location right now is in Singapore, right? So the
correct.
customer.
No, I mean there's a under shipping location, there's a
Mm-hmm.
default, yeah, default customer location. Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
So
This one here.
what is it? Yeah, what is default customer location?
Yeah, it's basically only and enabling the location from for Singapore only.
So if I so
To
I
my
just put shop
understanding lah.
country.
But because this one is actually additional setting.
Yeah,
And I never see this portion. Let me check this one for you, and I come
can,
back to you. Okay? Because honestly,
yeah,
I never see this one.
because I'm from what I'm guessing is when
Mm-hmm.
this customer when they go into the cart, okay,
Mm-hmm.
when they're gonna check out, the default location stated there will be Singapore
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm. Yes.
we set as
Singapore.
Singapore. But
Mm-hmm. Yes.
if we put as geolocate, then
Mm-hmm.
maybe it will locate, if let's say they're Malaysia, it will automatically fill in as Malaysia.
Yes.
I
Yes.
think it's like
Yes.
that lah, but
Yes.
I
Yes.
just want a confirmation on that.
Yeah, actually, while I'm reading the description here, I think you're correct because it will following the location of or where the client is. But I'll check again
Mm.
for you, and then after I checking this one, I'll get back to Bell and get Bell explain more to you lah.
All right, can do,
Okay, sure.
can
Right.
do.
Anything for general setting?
Let me see, just look through because I'm looking at it at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I think it's good.
All right. Okay, then we can go ahead. So after you do all amendment, remember to click on the save changes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. Then we can go to the next one, which is the payment. So for your payment setting, it's basically how your client pay over to you. What is the payment getaway and all. And for your portion here, is basically hit pay payment getaway.
Payment setting. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really stuck
Sure,
on it.
no
So
worries, no worries.
admin payment. I can't find my payment now.
You can go up here, go settings, right? Still in
Yeah.
the settings,
Was
WooCommerce,
okay, got it.
WooCommerce
Okay.
settings, and then payments. All right.
Do
So
we
you can
want to
see
go through individual like general products, text, blah 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 blah? Would that be better?
no, basically, because the products here is settings here is basically default because for the products here, it's going to be products from this portion.
Oh, it's different. Ah.
It's different because this one is
Ah.
basically just telling you how the shop will look like.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. So
So that's why
I don't
I
touch
don't touch
products.
that.
I don't. Okay,
So for
can,
these
can.
settings, right, what you need to do is general,
Mm-mm.
payment, and
Mm.
email.
General
Payment
okay,
and
general
email, right?
payment and email. Okay, can.
I mean,
Mm.
the rest you can always check. Maybe there's a few that you want to, maybe you're curious, you can always check. But if you need any advice on if you can amend or not, which if you're afraid that it will affect your shop, you can always come back to Bell again. Lah.
Yeah, because that's what happened previously. I edited everything in the products section, and it all go
Ah.
haywire.
Okay, okay, I understand, understand. No worries, no worries. Okay, so for the payment itself here, you can see there's a lot of payment methods we have direct bank transfer and all, but I'm going to go through with HitPay because you do not have any direct bank transfer. So if direct bank transfer is basically the client have to click order first, then they pay, only then you can proceed with your order or
Mm-mm.
they pick up from you. But for your case, it's using HitPay Getaway. So for HitPay Getaway is there's nothing much I can explain because it's
Sure.
actually basically an integration lah.
Mm-mm.
All right,
Okay,
so I'm just gonna share with you
no problem.
how it's gonna look like.
Payment.
So this is how it look like in the setting itself. So maybe in the future, if you have new HitPay, you can always replace the API key and also the salt key. Other than that, you can also what do you call this? Share. Maybe you're gonna use only three. Like right now, you have PayNow QR, Visa, and Mastercard. And maybe if you want to limit it to PayNow QR, you can also use it as PayNow QR. Other than that, you can also set the order status. So for this order status, I will explain to you later for the ordering part. But for example, if your client has successfully paying for the payment through HitPay, it
Mm.
will automatically goes to processing. Means that it will only go completed if you manually change it on your website.
Okay, give me a minute. Order status. Set your upon. So once it's
Okay. For example, I buy from you, right? I pay
yeah.
HitPay. I
Mm.
successfully pay it, but I
Yeah.
haven't collect. So in my order, the status is processing. It's not
Okay,
completed.
got it.
All right. Okay.
Got it.
So, but you can always amend it. Maybe in the future, you want it to become pending payment or completed. You can always use these settings as well.
Usually it's processing lah.
Processing is better lah because
Okay,
meaning that they have to come over, pick up it from you.
got
Only
it.
then you change it completed.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is for the settings. Like again, there's
Yeah.
nothing much for me to explain for settings lah, payment
No problem.
settings.
No problem.
And then we have emails. So for these
Mm.
emails, it's basically email setting to send notifications to you if there's any new orders or cancel orders or any failed order. As you can see
New
here,
order.
there's a lot of
Okay, got it. Got it.
mhm. So what do you want to do if you have a new email that you want to add in? Maybe in the future you want to add you have a colleague that going to handles all the order. So the colleague is using another email which is not Victor at
Mm.
Autoworld Care or management Autoworld Care. So how do you
Yep.
want to add it in
Yep.
is, for example, you want to change it for new order here, click
Mm-hmm.
it on the manage,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see the manage setting will pop up right
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Mm.
So how do you want to edit? You go to at the very end of the email.
Right.
To separate the email, use comma,
Okay. Okay.
space, and then you key in the email. For example, I'm going to use test1@gmail.com. So
Yeah.
once you do this, you
Okay.
click on Save Changes. If there's any new order, Victor, Management, and Test1 email will
Mm.
receive the new order email. No one else will receive it except for you three plus the clients. So for the client itself, it will mention we have successfully successfully completed the order and all lah. So that is what the client is going to receive. But for your
Okay.
side, it's going to receive congratulations on the sales.
This will be. This will not be the title, right? This is just the
Just the
email.
content itself lah.
Okay. How do I
Mhm.
edit the? Okay, what's the difference between subject and email heading?
So for the subject, it's basically the email subject. Just like for example, let me get something. an email. Uh, Give me a moment, yeah, because I
Can
do have email testing in my personal email.
sure. I
Yes.
uh,
Okay. I'm just going to show you this portion. So this one is my basically my testing email.
sure.
So this is the email subject,
Uh-huh.
and the email for this one's heading, right, is basically it's supposed to be got one big over here.
Okay.
So but for my this project, we do not have any email heading. We only use it straight away to the content itself.
Okay. So now I want to
Mm-hmm.
change because I'm looking at the same page as you. I need to
Mm-hmm.
change the subject now.
Mm-hmm.
But currently you see you have what bracket, then site title, new order, blah 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 blah. Do I need to type
Mm.
in all this again or
Hold on, let me check.
yeah? Because once you start typing, it erases everything.
Yes, correct. I need to check first because this one is actually requires coded command.
Oh.
Yeah, it requires coded command. So for example, if you want to add, what are your ideas for the
Okay.
project?
I basically so my website is my brand is Autoworld Care. So I would like to
Mm-hmm.
put AWC website new order.
New order, double C website
Yeah,
new order.
because if it's just a new order like that, my staff meeting is a spam or whatever.
Oh, okay, okay. I understand,
Yeah.
understand, understand,
Yes,
understand.
yes, yes.
All right, all right. Okay, I need to check again for you because this one is actually coded because that's why it's very empty. It's coded content. I let me write that one for you first. Huh? Give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
So Bell. So what WC new order.
I'll just put in the I'll just
Oh
put in
yeah.
the chat here. Order number. Yeah, like that.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. I will copy this one and I will convey it to Bell and
Yeah.
then I'll check for you because I believe it can be amended, but I'm not sure if you need to check key in the subject or not for all this
It
command.
should be. I think it should be automatically generated the order number.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like, yes, the order number is going to be auto generated, but for example, this site title, this is the one that I'm talking about. All right.
Okay.
Okay for you so far? Later
Can
I check for you and come back again to Bell.
sure. Let me just
All right.
edit my additional content as well.
Sure. All right. And I think that the same goes for any other email. If you want to add, click on the manage, and then
Mm.
separate it with comma, and then
Mm.
space. Then the new email. Click save changes, and then it will be all of the email that you listed down is basically become the email that going to receive the notifications lah.
Can do it.
All
Let me
right.
just look
Okay.
through again. New order,
Sure.
cancelled order, failed order. Order on hold. That's not necessary. Completed order. Okay. Customer invoice, order details. Because there's a manually sent customer invoice. How do I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you can walk me through when will each email be being sent. Like
Okay, so
yeah.
basically for new order is for you, is for yourself, for your end. And then the
After they
cancel
paid.
order also for your end. So as you can see here, right, the
Yeah.
recipient here is basically tells the story already.
Yeah.
But for order on hold here, for example, the client had to them is successfully paid already. But maybe you check on your bank, the bank has not issued it to you. Maybe there's
Yes.
a few issues.
Yes.
That's when you're going to change the status on the order to on hold. Means that you get what I mean?
Okay, wait. So, okay, let me just ask again. New order basically means the customer have already paid.
Yes.
Okay, so it's already paid and pending so it's customer will see it as order processing.
Mm-hmm. Order processing. But maybe
Then
you check if your bank there's an issue. Maybe
yeah,
the
the
maybe the
order come in first.
yeah maybe the money is not in maybe in 1 week. Then
Mm.
you can always change the status, which is basically on the orders, which I'm going to touch it later. So you can change the status to on hold. So once the order is on hold, then we receive notifications that the order is on hold. Means that they cannot come over and pick up your items lah.
Okay, so I'm just
Mhm.
confused over on hold and processing because they
Okay,
are
so
it's not the same.
processing is usually processing is for more towards on direct bank transfer, because direct bank transfer is different from your hit pay. So for hit pay itself, once the payment is already done by the client side, it will become processing. But for direct bank transfer, they have to go and do it, the transaction offline or online, which is outside of the website. So for direct pay
Oh,
transfer, they will go to on hold first, then it goes to processing. So basically for this portion, you do not need to worry because you have automated settings for
okay,
HitPay itself.
okay.
But for example, you put your client, your user just now, the payment got issue. So you put on hold, they will receive this. But then you check the next day, got in already. So you can proceed to put processing. So basically,
Okay,
when you change it again to processing, then we receive the same processing
got it,
order notifications.
got it. And then
All right.
refunded order. Okay, then down to the customer invoice.
Mm-hmm.
So customer invoice, order details, this one, it's not automatically sent to customer. This will only be sent after whenever I want to send it or what?
So, okay, to check that is, okay, you can see WooCommerce here, right? You can go down here, you can see the PDF invoices.
Yeah.
Okay, you click on the PDF invoices
All right.
and you can see a few, this is the PDF invoices, what do you call this, settings.
Yeah.
So to check that is you go to status.
Status. Okay.
Oh, give me a moment. Was it status? Document, give me a moment, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, go to document. I always get confused on this one.
No problem. No problem.
So as you can see here, got to, enable and attach to. So if you disable this, meaning that any order or whatever, the client will receive any invoices, but maybe you can always send manually for your own invoice from your own invoice, yeah. But if you enable it, you can see attached to here. So, and you can see it's already actually for your end is check out on the completed order. Means that only once the situation is, for example, I am your client. So I check out your item, I already hit pay, then my status will be on process. All right. So
Yeah.
you prepare all the item that I want. I go up and pick up the item.
Mm-hmm.
Then you change my status to completed order. Only then I will receive the invoice.
Okay, so when customer make the payment, let's say
Mm-hmm.
by credit card,
Mm-hmm.
Visa, he make payment. What is the document that he received? Nothing.
They will only receive the email
The
notifications, the processing.
Okay, and then he will only get the invoice after the completion. Basically, we give him the invoice when he's there to collect the item lah.
You can also do that because okay, for this portion, remember you are completed order, yeah.
Yeah.
So for you to have to get the invoice is you go to their order. So for example, we're gonna have to use this one, Zen Yang Low. All right, this
Okay,
one
let me just go through. So this is in WooCommerce under
orders,
orders. Okay, just so we were at settings, we were at the
PDF
PDF,
invoices.
and there's all press orders, X or orders. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you can see you got 3 orders, right? Basically, this is very easy lah.
Yeah.
I can explain to you right away.
Okay,
So
good.
for this one, the first order, which is Zen Yang Low. So
Yep.
this is Zen Yang Low. You can see the status is processing.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, the payment is already successfully.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is you need to check with your bank if it's the money in or not.
Okay.
So the next step is for this person, for this guy, to
Mm-hmm.
come over and pick up the item from your website, from your store.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So once they pick up the item and you for example, they call you, hi, I am Zen. I want to pick up this one on today at 2 p.m.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So once you know that they are coming in, so for you to print out the invoice to them or for you to send to them, you need to do is click on completed here.
Okay.
Okay, or you can also do that by clicking on here. You can see create PDF.
Okay. Yeah.
Click on PDF invoice. You can see it's actually directing to the to the invoice itself. So you can
Ah.
also see not only the client.
Mm.
All right.
Mm.
So you
Okay.
have two ways. Okay.
Mm.
See, you can always, and you
Right.
can print it and then you pass it to them physically also can, or if you put completed here and you click update, it will this one will
Where's the
trigger
update?
the email notification.
Sorry, where's the update? Uh,
On the right hand side, you can see small send order email and then order action.
okay.
Yeah.
So in the status, I think from the status you have completed what else? Processing. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Okay,
completed is the
so
last
basically,
one.
yeah, so you can see what I have been explaining is actually making sense at the end.
Yep. Okay. So we go to
Yeah, okay.
completed, and then
Mm-hmm.
after that we print.
Click update. Click update. Once you click update, then it will trigger the invoice to your customer email.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, this is
Okay.
this email lah. Okay, but you can also view it by checking it on PDF invoice.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay.
so
Okay.
so you have two way to deliver the invoice to your client, which is
Hmm.
physically or by email.
Sure.
All right. Okay,
So
I
once
think.
I so once I click, okay, can you just you go back because I will try on my side and take a look.
Sure, no worries.
Okay, let me just go in. So I click on the. Okay, I take over. Let me just give it a shot. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, status I will change to completed, and then I can just. Oh, so in the order action, I can just choose not to do anything.
Can also.
I can just update and then that's it. Because
Yeah, but then once you click update or anything, right?
hmm,
It will be automatically triggered to the email itself because on the PDF invoice settings, you already mentioned that to attach the email, the invoice during the completion, during the completed order status.
okay. Uh, okay. So wait a minute, customer. Okay, so on the right, you once I on the right, there's a send order email and then there's a order actions.
Let me see first. Yes.
Yeah. What is the difference between send order email and order
Oh,
actions?
hold on. I cannot view for Zen, so I'm gonna
Okay.
open another
Let
order.
me
Yeah.
let me let. It's
No,
okay.
no,
Let
it's
me just.
okay. I can just use AI Jason Tan for a
Okay.
while.
Sure.
So what was the question again? Sorry.
So you see that the on the right there's a
Mm,
send order email and then there's order action.
mm. So for example, maybe your client lost the email, or you also lost your email.
Hmm.
For example, the email did not come in. For example, I am Jason. I said, hey,
Okay.
I have a new order, but you guys never respond or send or whatever it is,
Right.
right? So you can always put here new order. For example, new
Okay.
order. Once it new order, meaning that once I save order and send email, it will only trigger to you or to Victor or to management email.
With the
The
customer.
one that in the email settings that we set earlier, remember?
Right. Right. Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So other things we have like for example completed order.
Uh huh.
If you put completed order and I
Mm-hmm.
save order and send email, meaning
Yeah.
that it's basically the same like this one also.
Okay.
But this one is
Okay.
like a resend
Yeah.
button.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, okay, because this customer is done already, I can
Mm-hmm.
just I'll just update without any action. Let me see how it goes. Update. Hmm, it's a bit slow. Okay, then I go back to my orders. Does it reflect? Okay, so reflects as completed.
Mm-hmm. Let
Okay,
me
got
refresh
it.
first on this portion.
Yeah.
Yes, you see, as you can see, it's reflected as completed, meaning that the invoice will also trigger to your client on the email.
Oh, okay, so they will trigger that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at the okay, I think that's good. That's good. I think
Mm-hmm.
I'm very clear on this.
Mm-hmm. Sure. No worries. So I think we unknowingly we actually covered this order already. So
Ah,
okay,
okay.
there's a reason why we emphasizing on how to. Oh, sorry, go back. Emphasizing how to why you have to click on the completed
Yeah,
status is
yeah.
because you all of the completed data will only be exported to the reports when you click on the completed. So how do you check the report? As you can see here under WooCommerce here, you can
Mm.
see reports.
Reports. Okay.
So from this report, you can see all of the sales that you have made for the past
Right,
month, the past year, and
right.
all. But it will only be documented when the order is completed.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so you can always check here. This one is last 7 days, and you can
Mm,
also use this month. So for March we have not hit anything, but you can also use custom. So what you need to do, click on the custom here.
mm.
Maybe you want to check first February until maybe yesterday,
Yeah.
28th. Click go, and you can see it will be giving you this graph and all. All right, this is how
Mm,
you can see how many sales coming in, how many orders coming in, how many
mm.
items coming in. And then all of these can also be exported to CSV.
Right.
So to Excel sheet, you can just click here and then download it, and you can share with your colleague, your partners, and maybe you guys can use it as a material for your
Mm.
meeting for future reference lah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm on it at this invoice. Okay, for all the documents,
Mm-hmm.
all the PDF,
Mm-hmm.
how do I edit? Because for example, the top right hand corner of the invoice, the some addresses are wrong, some of the layouts are wrong.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can always go to PDF invoices again.
Okay, let me just see it. PDF invoices. So under
Okay.
WooCommerce as well, is it?
Yeah, yes, under WooCommerce, PDF
Okay.
invoices, and you can see the general settings just like on my screen here. And once you scroll down, right, you will see all of this shop header, logo
Ah,
height. So you can always amend it according to here lah. For
okay.
example, like you want to change your image here. Same goes back to how you edit the media and
Okay.
all.
Okay.
And then yeah, and then you can practically just change here. And for this one, for shop address, is they have their own command here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So what you need to do, for example, you want to change, maybe the first one. You
Yeah.
don't want to use central. You want to use north.
Okay, maybe
This.
perhaps you help me try
Mm-hmm.
switching the position of west and central. West put to the
Mm-hmm.
top, central put to the
So
second.
so you want to put west first and then
Yes,
central
central
top. Okay.
second
For example, so what you need to do is you need to copy everything here.
and
All right.
paste.
Cut it
Uh-huh.
and then move it up here.
Okay.
And you can see in the future, see it's ready.
Okay.
That's all right. So, but you see here, the auto will hop like it's not, it's not. What do you
Yeah,
call this?
it's not there.
So what you need to do is, you go here and you click enter. So once you click enter, it will open a new paragraph. Basically, how you do works document
Mm,
on Microsoft,
mm.
it's because this one is command. You just need to click enter. If you want to move it down more towards, give some space, also can like this. All right. Okay.
Okay, okay.
As long as you keep this B, so this B is basically the bold.
Yeah, got it.
And then without
Got it.
any B is basically not bold lah.
Okay,
Other than
okay.
that, you can also amend the copyright here, down
Sure,
here,
sure. All
and
right.
other settings lah.
I
So
mean, I
that's how
can just play
you,
around with it lah.
yeah, just play around with it lah.
Okay, sure.
Because it will not affected any invoices
Mm,
unless you click save changes, but you
got
can
it.
always view it here.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
All right,
Okay,
okay.
cool, cool.
So I think if there's no question for WooCommerce,
Uh-huh.
we proceed to the next one, which is products.
Give me a give me a minute. Just let me just look through if there's anything I need to ask.
Sure.
The home orders checkout form. Orders checkout. What is checkout form?
Checkout form. Let's see.
That is what is in the.
Yes, how it looks like on the checkout. So this is basically how they build the checkout itself. So for this
Yeah.
one is actually coded, so I advise you not to touch that. So
Okay.
for
Okay.
WooCommerce, just remember what you need to check is orders,
Uh-huh.
and then report, settings, and PDF invoices.
Okay. Then I see there's a customers. So this is all the customers that I see. I can export this as well.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Duh, 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 duh.
Most of the settings that I did not share with you is basically uh, information settings lah that do not
Mm.
require any amendment and whatever whatsoever.
Okay, coupons. Ah, okay. About coupons.
Mm-hmm.
How for coupons do I do it in WooCommerce here or in products?
WooCommerce here.
Okay, can you
WooCommerce
give
here.
wait,
So
wait a minute
for
ah.
coupon itself, it's actually unique
Yeah, it goes to
because
marketing.
yeah, it goes to marketing here, right? It's
Yeah.
actually the same. It's actually linked.
Okay.
So if you want to add a new coupon,
Yeah.
so you just click on add coupon. So if you go from WooCommerce just now,
Mm-hmm.
click coupons, it will also go to marketing. So basically you can use either way lah.
Right.
So for coupon here, click on add coupon,
Uh-huh.
and then you can see all of the setting.
Okay.
So you name your coupon, for example, testing 1, 2, 3. So
Yep.
testing discount. Give me a moment.
Mm.
Test discount 50%, for example.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So maybe and then you want to put here 50% off. Okay, this is your description.
Right.
And then next, you need to see is the general setting. So for this one, discount type, you can use, because you're using percentage, 50%, you use 50%. But if you want to use any fixed or what do you call this, numbers, for example, you want to minus 10 ringgit or
Yep.
$10, you
Yep.
just use the fixed one lah. So but right now we're using percentage, so you use percentage, and
Mm-hmm.
then you put here 50.
Okay.
Okay, and then maybe you want to use it only for today until next week,
31st. Okay.
31st, for
Yep.
example. So just
Mm.
put expiry date 31st,
Mm-hmm.
and then once you publish it, this code, this discount 50 only can be used until 31st. So 1st April onwards,
Mm.
your user cannot use this discount code.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And then next we have usage restriction. So for usage restriction, it's basically the rules that you need to use lah. For example, maybe you want 50% off, but it's only applicable to $200, for
Mm.
example.
Mm.
So you just put 200,
Mm.
right? So after that, or you can use maximum also, same things lah.
Okay.
All right. And then other than that, you can also use products. So maybe you want only 50% for a specific product. For example,
Ah.
I'm buying this item one,
Yeah.
and then so for this item one is $100, and
Mm.
item two is $20. So I will only
Yep.
use the 50% on item one. So what you need to do is you click on the product and then you key in the item name,
Yep. Okay.
right?
This one I'm okay. This
Okay.
one, yeah,
The thing is basically you can always go through and read here, and it explains everything.
can.
And then users limit also is for basically like this one,
Sure.
right? User limit per coupon means one user. If you use
Sure.
one, means that one email equal to one coupon.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. After you're done with everything, and then you just click on publish here. Publish.
Okay.
But once you publish,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that it will not be appear on your website.
Okay.
It's only triggering the discount, the coupon settings only. But what you need to do is maybe you can create a banner, and then you put it on your homepage, and then you put out discount
Okay.
50% for this one and that one. Only then
Okay.
your client will be aware of this 50% discount. Okay.
Okay. Can.
All right. So
Okay.
again, I repeat
Sure.
to you, this coupon setting is basically just triggering the coupon itself. It's not displaying
Mm.
this coupon.
Okay.
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 All right. Any question for WooCommerce?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
I
Then
think it's
we can just proceed to products.
can. Yeah.
So for product itself, for your product, I can see that you have only one type of product, which is simple product. Okay, so for simple product, it basically means that you have one price. You do not have any other price for any other products.
What do you mean?
Okay, so we have in product we have product, simple product and variable product.
Okay.
So imagine you are buying a t-shirt at a mall. So
Yeah.
simple product is basically black t-shirt, means that
Right.
equal to $3. So one,
Ah, okay.
but variable is t-shirt, but
Mm,
you have option like black, red, that one.
okay.
Okay, you understand already, yeah? So for
Yep.
your shop, it's basically simple product. So how do you want to create a new product? Is you go to products here, click add new,
Mm-hmm.
all right, and then you will see the settings. So first thing first, what you need to do is just name the product, and then for this portion, this
Mm,
product description is the longer product description. Sorry, long product description.
right.
Okay. And then
Uh-huh.
when you scroll down, you will see one more here, short product description.
Ah, okay.
So this one you can either key in the short or the long.
Mm.
It doesn't have to be both.
Okay.
You can also skip this one if you do not want to have any description. All right.
Okay. Mm.
And then next portion, important one is the image. So
Mm.
how do you want to add the main image? Is you click on the product image here, and it will bring to this portion. So let's
Okay.
use one image.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then we're gonna use, you can see here. So how you want to preview it, you just click on preview here
Right. Right.
and you will see how it will look like. So this is how it looks like.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
but for this image, product image, it's only limited to one image only. So how do you want to add other image together? Maybe your product have other image.
Mm.
So what you need to do is you go to product gallery,
Product gallery.
okay, and then you can choose all
Multiple.
of the other,
I
yes,
see.
multiple.
Okay.
Click add to gallery, and then let's preview, and you can see you
Right.
have
Right. Right.
all right.
Got it.
So
Cool.
that is how you look like. So for this one, you can, do you know which what we missing out?
Yeah. Your pricing.
Exactly correct.
Yeah.
So for pricing, what you need to do is you scroll down and you can see here the product data.
Yeah.
All right. So regular price is basically the price that you want to set. For example, I'm gonna set it's 150. All right. And then we have sales price. So for this sales price,
Mm.
maybe you want to put it 100. It's a
Mm.
promotional price. And
Mm.
then you have to remember to always schedule it, unless if you want your price to be forever on sales
Yeah.
lah.
Okay.
So to set it, you click on the schedule here,
Mm.
click sales price stat, and then
Mm.
you click maybe today,
Yeah. To
sorry,
31st lah.
okay, today until maybe to 31st, right? After that, you click on preview and you will see the price. They will add the price and the price will be different,
Right.
as you can see. It also automatically added the
List
sales
sale. Okay.
stickers here, and then it will see here like this.
Got it.
All right.
Cool.
Okay. That is for the pricing. Other than that, you can also put inventory. So for SKU, it's basically the serial number.
Right.
So, but you don't need to add it in. And then other than that, maybe you want this item. This item is out of stock, so you can always
Mm.
add it out of stock or
Mm.
on back order. And then after you're done with all of these settings,
Mm.
and you preview it, it's like okay, I can release it already. What you
Mm-hmm.
need to do is you just click on publish.
Okay.
Or if you're not ready to publish it yet, you can always save draft. So once you save draft, it will bring it back you back to the product listing later. You
Okay.
see here. Give me a moment. And you can see it's here.
Okay.
All right. Oh, and I forgot to teach you one thing. So
Mm-hmm.
every of your product, you need to also categorize it. So how
Mm.
you categorize it is you scroll down here and you can see product category. So for your
Product
item,
category.
yes, for your item, it will be
Yeah.
automatically added under all.
Right.
So maybe you want to be specifically for this one tires. Just click on
Yep.
the tires.
Mm.
Or if you want to create a new category, just click at new category, and then add it in, and it will be automatically added after you click on add new category. Okay, and
Sure.
after you're done everything, you can either save draft or publish.
Okay, so a few questions. At the top there is this UX builder. What's that?
UX builder,
Yeah,
which
beside editor.
beside editor. Oh, okay. For this one, it's basically on the coding side lah.
So I don't bother about that lah.
See, this one. Don't bother lah. If you click, it will bring you to the coding side.
Okay,
So
no,
for
no, no.
this one, you have to
True.
edit code like this
Okay,
lah. But this one, I'm teaching you the easier
the
way.
easier way. Okay,
Which is you doing it on the back end itself.
can then let me look through down again. So yours SEO, I don't have to bother, right?
No need to bother. So
Okay,
also, even I can't advise you on this because this one is on the SEO specialist
okay,
side, and I'm
sure.
not specialist on that.
Okay, then scroll down. Product data, shipping. Okay, all these are product shop. Oh, what's virtual and what's downloadable?
Virtual downloadable. Give me a
Uh,
moment.
you, at the top.
This one.
Beside, yeah.
Or for example, if you are buying a book, right? You are selling a book, and it's an
Ah,
ebook, then means that after they purchase it, they download
mm,
the item itself. But for you, I don't think it's applicable lah. For virtual,
sure.
it's the same way also lah. For example, if you're selling songs,
All
then it
right.
will be applicable.
Okay,
All right.
scroll down. Post
Mm-hmm.
metadata. Okay, all
And
these
this
I
one
don't
is
need.
the SEO. Don't touch lah better.
Okay, at the top
All
right
right.
hand corner, you see this finish setup. What's that?
Finish setup. Let's see.
Yeah, you look at the top right hand corner, you see below Howdy Autoworld, there's this finish setup. Yeah, you just shift your mouse all the way to the top right.
Top right. Top right.
Top right on the
Oh, this
yeah.
one.
Yeah, what's that?
This one is a button. Hold on. I'm not sure this one as well.
Yeah,
Activity. Finish setup.
no
I
idea.
don't dare to touch it because I
Okay.
never touch it.
So okay, because currently our products, right, they are all how do I put it? It's all pulled from my data in Shopee.
Mm-hmm.
So how do I, because moving forward I can create manually from the
Mm-hmm.
website. I may want to learn how to sync with my Shopee account.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also how do I mass edit using Excel import export? But
Oh,
yeah,
for that one, give me a moment, yeah. Because
yeah,
that one is actually require bulk upload. So what you need to do,
mm,
if Bell provided you the what do you call this, the templated product list, what you need to do, you just edit it on your Excel sheet, and then once you're done editing it, you can just always import.
oh, I don't
Once you,
export from there.
if you want to export, meaning that you are exporting the whole product list here.
Yeah,
So, but if you can also always export here. Maybe you want to do one whole, what do you call this, price amendment, and you don't want
yeah,
to do one by one, right? You can always
yeah.
export. So you just put here, export all. You don't change anything because you want to maintain everything. Click
Okay,
generate CSV here, and then it will give you the CSV file or Excel sheet. And then you can just amend it on offline.
okay.
And after that, after you amend everything,
Mm.
you just need to click import.
Click import.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay, I
I
understand.
click import, and then
Yeah.
basically the rest is just follow the settings lah, and then it will automatically amend for you according to the prices that you have amended on the price list itself.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got it. Then so is my current products list here linked to Shopee or is not linked to Shopee? I don't think it's linked, right?
I'm not sure yet because.
Because a lot of items,
Mm-hmm.
items images currently what you see there, it's
Mm-hmm.
all lifted from Shopee, my Shopee account, put inside here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Understand. I'm not sure on that one. I don't think it's linked
Okay.
yet. Because it's manually uploaded.
Okay.
But I can check for you on this one.
Yeah.
I get back on. I did you talk to Belle on this one?
Uh she knows that currently we brought it out from Shopee. She's the one, they're the one who did the
Uploading.
migration, yeah, from
Mm-hmm,
Shopee. But
mm-hmm.
that is the first batch. So moving forward, every now and then I will need to sync what we have in Shopee and what we have on the website as well. So
Mm.
that is one question. And
Mm-hmm.
then second question also is I did tell Bell
Mm-hmm.
that we will want to have I'm not sure if this is within what you do,
Mm-hmm.
but we will have a, a list of items with pricing and stock list quantity from another server that will be pushed into WooCommerce and updated in it. So it's like a live
Mm.
update for the stocks available for example, a certain size of tires, which is a
Mm-hmm.
variable and not a simple item.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know. Are you the one who do this, or I will just need to speak to Bell on that?
That one you have to speak to Bell because for my
Okay.
side, I'm working the same level with Bell, which is PM. But
Ah,
even if I give advice, I cannot simply say yes because it's not a project.
can
It's only
can.
Bell who can advise you more, but
Okay.
I can always help Bell on in this what do you call this knowledge
Sure.
because I understand what you meant. You just want to link it, but we need to check as well if
Yeah.
for example, this software A that you're using it is
Yeah.
it applicable or able to be integrated into
Yeah.
WooCommerce. So we need to have
Yeah.
a few more times to investigate on that part.
Okay. Let me.
All
I
right.
will talk to Bell on that. Can.
Sure, no worries, no worries. Okay,
Okay.
so that is how you add the new product, and
Sure.
just like I teach you, there are two ways, which is one
Mm.
is add new, and
Mm.
second one is you import, and the third one is maybe you want to have a quick one,
Mhm.
but you do not want to change any setting. So what you need to do is you can always duplicate the item. So how do you
Ah.
duplicate is you just go here and you can see duplicate here.
Right.
So once you click duplicate, it's basically duplicate everything.
Cool.
So maybe for this one, right, you just want to change maybe the what do you call this? The package here
Yep.
got one like 7,
Yep.
for example, 7.
Yep.
Yeah, lah, the size itself.
Okay.
So you just amend it and then
Mhm.
amend a few things, amend the prices and all,
Mhm.
amend the photos, and then
Sure.
just click publish.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So if you don't want if you're not you don't want to move forward, you can
Yeah.
always also move to trash.
Move to trash. Where is that? Ah. Okay.
Is
Got it.
okay. All right.
Okay.
So yeah. So again, for a product, you have three ways to get a new one, which is add
Can.
new,
Mm.
second import, third duplicate.
Mm.
All right.
Okay.
And then even if you trash and you want to get it back, you can always go here and go click on the trash,
Mm.
and it goes back to the trash sorting. Give it a
Mm.
moment,
Mm.
and you can see here you can always restore it back lah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, that
Okay.
is for products. And then we are coming to the end, which is the last one, user. So for this user itself is basically you want to add a new, for example, you have a new colleague that will be maintaining the website for you.
Yeah.
So you don't want to share your own credential. You don't want to share your own email and whatever it
Yes.
is. So you want to add a new one. So what you
Mm.
need to do is you just click add new here.
Add new. Okay.
And
Okay.
then you will see this one. So for this portion, what you need to require from your colleague is their email, only
Okay.
their email. So let's use this one. So for example, username is basically, as you can see here,
Yep.
how the Autoworld. So that is the
Yep.
username.
Okay.
So maybe your username here is test1.
Okay.
And the email here is
Mm.
test1@gmail.com. And then first name and last name is not necessary to enter lah, but if you want to
Mm.
enter, okay lah. And then other than that, you can also generate the password, meaning that you can set the password yourself,
Right.
or you can use this suggested
Automatic.
automatic one. So remember, you need to copy this password or screenshot the whole screen. This one, share it to your colleague, in order for them to have the access lah.
Mm-mm.
Because this one
Okay.
is very hard to retrieve again.
Okay.
All right. And then
Can.
next, other than that, the roles, as you can see here, roles. So
Mm-hmm.
roles plays a big role in the user settings.
Mm.
So I cannot show you right now because I'm sharing the screen, but there will be
Yeah.
a few, as you can see, if you click on the role, there are a
Okay.
few roles that you can see. But
Sure.
what you need to focus on is administrator,
Mm-hmm.
editor,
Mm-hmm.
shop manager, and
Mm.
also author. So for administrator, basically have all of the access
Mm.
in and out. And then
Okay.
we have editor. Editor can only have access to your front end, which is the display, content,
Right.
all of
Right.
that.
Right. Right.
And then we have author. For author is basically more towards blog posts. So if they want to upload a blog for you,
Right.
they can use this author role. And then we
Okay.
have the shop manager, which they
Okay.
can only have access for your shop page, product, and any other payment gateway that